Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your friend here, Raz's Retro, and I hope everyone is remaining retro. So today we're doing Spin the Wheel, 26 games. This is a VR to subliminal VCRs, 26 games in a bag. I'm using a spin wheel because I don't have access to all the games that are on the list here. So it would just look awkward if I was, pulling some games out from a bag and others that I don't have access to. So to make sure that, I have the 26 games that I want, I've decided to go this route. I've tried to include a good mix of games from different consoles. Also, not the same game from each fighting series. So, like if it's Mortal Kombat, I would include just one Mortal Kombat game, Street Fighter, one Street Fighter game, and so on and so forth. So that's basically how I'm gonna go about it. We'll just do the spin wheel, and then basically once the name pops up, the first two, then we're gonna remove one, and then just continue go, and then we'll just continue and go. Sorry, until we have one game left. Hence, last man standing type of thing. The game that will remain at the end will be considered the best game out of the 26. So we're gonna spin and see what happens here. We got The Simpsons Road Rage. Okay, so The Simpsons Road Rage. This is actually my first game that I got on the original Xbox, and it is a game that is very, very special to me. So that's pretty cool to see. So that's the first one that's right off the gate. The next game that we get, then we're gonna have to decide between the two, and then basically continue until we have one game remaining. So, Simpsons Road Rage to go up against, well, we'll see what it's going to be. Kid Chameleon, which is one of my favorite games on the Sega Genesis. Really fantastic game, but in this case, it's not. It's no question. It's going to be The Simpsons Road Rage. Easily. I'm going to go, obviously, the games that I have the most memories with, the ones that I've enjoyed a lot. When it comes to Sega games, they're fantastic, don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, because I didn't own a Sega, a lot of my memories are with, Nintendo and original Xbox console. So basically, the next game that we get is going to be. Oh wow, Mario Kart 64. So the Simpsons Road versus Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 is my first game, or was my first game on my Nintendo 64. So I'm gonna have to go with that one because there's a lot more memories, a lot more special memories. So sorry, Simpsons Road Rage, you are eliminated along with Kid Chameleon. So now it is Mario Kart 64. That's gonna go up against NBA Inside Drive 2004, which is a great game that I enjoyed on the original Xbox. But again, when it comes down to memories, it's going to be Mario Kart 64, and I just have a lot of love for that game. So NBA Inside Drive 2004 is eliminated. So we have, oh wow, WWF No Mercy, my word. So this is going to be tough because No Mercy is the best game or the best wrestling game ever made, but it's not my favorite because I have more of a nostalgia for WCW versus NWO Revenge. Um, no Mercy might even be the better game than Mario Kart 64 because there's more depth to it for sure. But I'm going to have to go with Mario Kart 64 still. I'm very sorry, No Mercy. This is tough. But yeah, I am going to have to I'm gonna have to part ways with WWF No Mercy. I know that's a shame. Both are fantastic in their own right. But one has to go, as they say. Ooh, another one that I got a lot of love for. NHL 2004, possibly my favorite hockey game of all time. But again, this is a game that I enjoyed myself because Sean and my sister didn't like hockey. So again, when it comes down to memories, it's Mario Kart 64. There's a special nostalgia there. So NHL 2004 will have to go. Blink the Time Sweeper, another fantastic game, but again, this is one that I play by myself a lot. It's not really high up there for me. It's a game that I do love on the Xbox, but still have to go with Mario Kart 64. So at this rate, it might even just end up being Mario Kart 64 that wins. Oh wow, WCW versus NWO Revenge. This is my favorite wrestling game of all time. No Mercy is better, but you know what? Um, I have more special memories with Sean with this one, whereas with Mario Kart 64, it was more like a family, like the family as a whole. So, yeah, you know what? I'll go with Revenge. So we'll just get rid of Mario Kart 64. And we're gonna go with WCW versus NWO Revenge. Ooh, Contra 3 Alien Wars. So it's kind of the same thing. A lot of memories with Sean with this one and my sister. You know what? Even though I've never beaten this game, even though this game was so hard, just every time when I booted it up, same with Revenge, like I just got this like special feeling, this urge to like, kick butt. I'm gonna go with Alien Wars. You know what? We're gonna get rid of Revenge. So now Alien Wars is at the top. Can somebody remove Alien Wars? Only time will tell. Dead or Alive 3. A lot of love for this game. First game that I actually played on the original Xbox, but I'm gonna go with Contra Alien Wars still, because obviously that's where I have most of the memories. Mighty Final Fight, my favorite Final Fight game that I discovered about maybe 6, 7 years ago. But regardless, Contra Alien Wars, clearly the better game. Mighty Final Fight, I have so much love for it, but yeah, it's not on the same level as Contra 3 Alien Wars. And again, when it comes down to memories, this is something that I discovered 7 years ago, whereas Contra Alien Wars was a game that I owned as a kid. Unfortunately, I don't have a physical copy yet. I'm trying to find it at a good price. Loon's Fight for Fame, great game on the original Xbox. I made my top 10 for the original Xbox games, but Contra, again, Contra Alien Wars, definitely is going to take that one out of the picture. So we have still have a good amount of games left. Ooh, Top Gear 2. So Top Gear 2 is a very special game. So last retro game that I saw Sean play on emulation, or what wasn't on an emulation console, it was on a Super Nintendo that had games installed in it. But anyways, Top Gear 2 is a very special game, but despite that very special memory that I have of, again, this is the last memory I have of him playing a retro game. Maybe he played something else, but I have more memories playing Contra Alien Wars with him, watching him play and him watching me play. So Alien Wars is still at the top. Shatterhand, a game that I discovered about, I think, 2, 3 years ago on Time for Retro, actually. Great game on the Nintendo Entertainment System, but I am still gonna have to go with Alien Wars. So yeah, so far Alien Wars is the game to beat. And I think we might have just found a game that will beat it. So Super Double Dragon, for those that know me, that have been watching my channel for a while, I actually haven't done any Super Double Dragon videos in a long time, but Super Double Dragon, I have so much nostalgia for this game. This is the one I probably played a lot with Sean, and we would watch each other play, and we just loved everything about it. Despite its flaws, it is still a fantastic game. And man, the music, the gameplay, just everything. So Super Double Dragon, that's not even a question. So we have finally got somebody that will take down Contra. Um, Killer Instinct. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of love for Killer Instinct as well. Not a game that I mastered. I always found it difficult, but lots of love for Killer Instinct. Music itself was very good. I remember Sean owned the CD soundtrack for it, but it's still no question. Super Double Dragon. So Killer Instinct has been eliminated. And we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Although I'm not very good at Sonic games, I understand the impact Sonic had, and I do like the first Sonic. I actually prefer it over 2 and 3, but again, Super Double Dragon easily for me. So Sonic has been eliminated, and now we have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. This is going to be tough as well. Lots and lots of love for this one. This was during a very special phase in my life. You know what? Just to kind of switch things around, we'll go with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Um, Although in my heart, I think I'm gonna say Super Double Dragon, but just for the purposes of switching it up, I'm okay with going with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 because that game has a special place in my heart as well. Again, it's something that I played more myself, but yeah, I can definitely go with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So we finally found something that's worthy of removing Super Double Dragon. So we had Mario Kart that was there for a while, and then Contra, Alien Wars. So now we will see how long Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 will last. Next we got Soul Calibur 2. Oh, this one is very tough because this is actually my favorite game on the original Xbox. So I think yeah, because Tony Hawk 2 was like it's up there, but it's not my favorite on the N64. Whereas Soul Calibur 2 was my favorite on the original Xbox. So you know what? We're gonna go with Soul Calibur 2. Though this is becoming interesting because now I think we have about 6 left, if I see there. So Soul Calibur 2 to go up against, oh man, Mortal Kombat 3. This is tough. So Mortal Kombat 3 is my favorite of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. All three are fantastic, but this is the one that I played the most, and I was never able to master it, and I never will. Lots of love for Soul Calibur, but I do have more love for Mortal Kombat. So Soul Calibur 2 will be eliminated, and it will be Mortal Kombat 3 that will remain standing for now. But there's a game that's there that will probably end up winning, and well, I mean, for those that know, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenge, it's no question. As much as I have lots and lots of love for Mortal Kombat, it's no brainer for me. Super Street Fighter 2, easily. So Super Street Fighter 2 is on the board or on top. Fighting Force 64, another fantastic beat 'em up. This is on the Nintendo 64. It's also on the PlayStation as well. I think on the PlayStation it's simply just called Fighting Force. But regardless, yeah, it's no question. Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers. I think anything that's gonna come now, I don't think, yeah, I don't think it's gonna match it. I'm actually happy that Super Street Fighter 2 wasn't the first that was selected because then, yeah, it would not be a very long video. So we have 3 left. Super Metroid, another fantastic game. Lots of love for this one that I struggled immensely with, but it was always fun to play. But again, when it comes down to the memories, it's Super Street Fighter 2. When it comes down to the memories, there's 2 games really: Super Street Fighter 2 and Super Double Dragon. Like those two really are like the top for me. Streets of Rage 2, my favorite game on the Sega Genesis. Fantastic game. It's a shame it's not one that I grew up with, but man, so much love for it. But Super Street Fighter 2 easily. So we have one last one. I'm not even sure why I spinned it, but anyways. This is interesting. Super Street Fighter 2 versus Super Mario World, which in my opinion is the best platforming game ever made. Both are fantastic in their own rights. Both are iconic, but Super Street Fighter 2 is our winner. So I'm going to try to write it there to see if you guys can see. But anyways, Super Street Fighter 2 is the one that ends up as victorious. So big shout out to Subliminal VCR. If anybody wants to take part in this, please do, and you could tag him. He did it with a bag. That is the way you should do it, unfortunately, because I don't have access to all of the games. He said that it's okay. So big up to Subliminal VCR, and always remain retro.